It should be starting here in just a moment. If you're unsure what Tourney Flags 1 is, the level locations are randomized, fortresses are randomized, enemies are randomized, Koopa Kits HP is randomized, power-up locations are randomized, along with Hammer Brothers as well. Should be a good one, and good luck to both of our racers. Looks like World 3 is going to be our first world today. They're going to check the pipes here. Unfortunately, that leads to a locked location. They're going to have to backtrack and see what they can do next by moving on. Ooh, and the first level is 7-1. Unfortunately, those familiar with the clip here in 7-1, they're unfortunately not going to be able to do it without any power-ups. So they're going to make the vertical climb through all the pipe levels, showing a bit of the graphical errors here from the randomizer. Shows up occasionally whenever there are pipe issues. Or, sprite issues there. Ooh, DemonBattler takes an unfortunate death from the Nipper there. Cobra seems to be dropping some frames here, but keep an eye on what he's doing. About halfway up 7-1 here. This is not the level people want to start with on the randomizer, especially without power-ups. Cobra's heading on through the last part of this level. DemonBattler's back with his arch nemesis, the Nipper, so makes a good jump to get by him and try and sneak into that pipe. Ooh, unfortunately takes another death as Cobra ends up finishing up the level, getting a flower card. Looks like 3-2 is going to be 5-7 if I'm not mistaken. Relatively easy level as long as you can make the jumps. (7-1) is not being nice today to DemonBattler, bringing a lot of challenges to him. Macobra easily gets through 5-7 there, continues on. The good news about DemonBattler being in this situation is this is his first level. So once he gets past it, he should be fine, considering what we've seen so far as Macobra enters 8-1. The levels aren't too difficult, but I'll tell you now, they're not being generous with any of the power-ups so far. Cobra's finishing up 8-1 here. DemonBattler's going to make his last attempt on this life. He could take a death just to save himself time and give him a reset on lives, but I feel like he's going to see what he can do here. Ooh, unfortunately the Nipper gets the bottom of his foot there. Cobra enters the second fortress of World, or first fortress of World 2, the only one. The Desert Fort. The power-ups are not being generous. DemonBattler did take a game over, but good news is he doesn't have to do too much backtracking because this still is his first level. Like I said earlier, this is not a level you guys want to see in the first level of the randomizer. Cobra's entering the coin ship here. That Nipper is not being nice to him whatsoever. Poor DemonBattler. Yeah, we are aware that Cobra is dropping frames, unfortunately. Ooh, that Nipper just has his number. Macobra does find a way into the World 3 castle, which is the Flying Fortress for World 1. Again, another star. No power-up so far. So the battle with Wendy will be without any power-ups. From what I'm guessing, that was a 2-hit Wendy. Reset the seed. Yeah, I'm sorry. This seed is my fault. I'm the one that rolled it. Ooh, another death for DemonBattler, unfortunately. Macobra gets a nice little message from the king, and let's see what item he gets from him as he moves on to World 2. Looks like it's going to be World 1 for World 2. I'm correct here. I believe this is 3-9. I could be wrong though. Ooh, that Nipper still has his number. And Macobra takes a death here, unfortunately. Gotta watch out for these Goombas that fly up. They can be pretty mean. There's a welcomed mushroom. I believe that's the first mushroom we've had this game. Ooh, DemonBattler just gets past the Nipper there. And unfortunately takes another game over to him. And Macobra finished up the level, getting a star card. He is dropping some frames. Sorry. We are aware of that, so we apologize for that, folks. Checking out the end card game, seeing what item he's going to get here. If he gets anything. Is there a mercy rule? I don't know, actually. Players are allowed to forfeit, but most of them generally don't. Because the important thing is even with group stages, even if DemonBattler, say, loses this match, it's all based on time towards the end. So their average time will be figured into the later brackets. Oh, the Fire Nipper gets him from up above. Macobra moving down to Fort 1 in World 1, which is, well, Vanilla. There's a Fred. I warn you now, this seed so far is not for the faint of heart here. Being extremely brutal. Macobra takes a secret exit to get the item here in World 1 and gets a nice hammer suit. That's a good item to have for later in the game. We got 1-2 here for Macobra as he enters 1-4. Oh, the Nipper still gets him. Finishes up 1-2, completes his cards, gets the 1-up. Alright, Macobra's moving on. It looks like we're at 3-8 here. Again, the Nipper gets him right on the foot. You gotta give him some props. He's not giving up, and I can commend him for that. Cobra finishes up 3-8. Moving on. Gonna take on the Hammer Brothers, which are 2 standard Hammer Brothers here. Again, the Nipper gets them. Looks like we got World 2 Flying Fortress is 2. Ooh, he takes a hit to Larry there. Looks like he's going to be a 5-hitter. That's kind of a beefy one there. Demon Battler takes another death to the Nipper, unfortunately. No, not yet. We'll give him credit there. Looks like he's taking a second here. I don't blame him. He might need a break just to get a breather. Macobra moves on to World 3. I don't think he is forfeiting yet. World 3 is going to be World 5. Not a stage you want to see here. 6-6. Or 6, I believe it's 6-6, yeah. Or no, 6-7. I could be mistaken. It is a World 6 level that's one of the longer stages. Has a lot of lag in it. Ooh, unfortunately the star takes the wrong bounce for him. No, you can't. That is the unfortunate side. You cannot do the clip when you are small. Gets him again, man. Snipper's not playing nice whatsoever. Cobra finishes up even though Boss Bass was on his tail. Not a big issue there. In-card game shows up again for Macobra. He's going to give that a chance, see what he can find. Come on, Demon. We know you can do it, buddy. Oh, gets him again. Cobra gets quite a few items from that one. Seems like a P-Wing, Star, Leaf, and a Frog Suit. Moves on to what another World 5 level. Alright, let's give him... Send him your energy, everybody. Demon needs to get past this. Oh, unfortunately the Nipper gets him again. Ooh, unfortunately takes another death. Looks like Macobra is suffering from some frames dropping here, so hang on in the meantime. Ooh. Nipper is not playing nice. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have seen the randomizer before, there are possibilities where they can throw you into a, what we like to call a gauntlet here, one of the harder levels to begin with. And with the enemy spawns, it could be pretty brutal, as you can see. Looks like Macobra's been dropping quite a few frames here. See if we can get him back up. Looks like, okay, there he goes, right up the spire level here. Heading up to the second half of World 2, or, well, World 5, sorry, World 3. And the tournament. Breaks the lock with the hammer he got. I'm assuming he got it from a Hammer Brother we did not see. Entering 5F2 with his another vanilla stage here. Let's see if chat, let's send all of our energy over to Demon Battler. He needs it. He's resetting here, giving himself a fresh start of lives. Send him all of your energy. He needs it. Cobra's finishing up 5F2. Should be continuing. He's got 2 more levels until the end of World 5. Easily handles the Hammer Brothers there. Gets another P-Wing. Grabs the mushroom right before the stage ends. Good move by Macobra. Looks like he's got 3-3. DemonBattler working his way up. 7-1 again. Faces arch rival, the Nibbler. I'll be honest, I've never seen something like this before. This is kind of a rough start. Cobra's going to play the end card game again. Looks like he's going to finish it up there. Heading into 5 now knows Macobra. Looks 7-6. He's going to go for the clip here. As Demon approaches his favorite enemy in the game here. Let's hope he can get past it. Oh, unfortunately cannot. And there goes Macobra. He finally gets the clip. And through 7-6, gonna end World 3 here, entering the airship. Unfortunately, cannot get over that jump. The airship here for World 3 is going to be the 7 airship. Going to head up against what will be Roy Koopa. See how many hits it's going to take him to beat this. Macobra died, I think, 3 times before he got it. It took a few tries for him as well. Looks like a very vanilla Roy, just no earthquakes. Oh, unfortunately, Demon's still suffering from that Nibbler. Macobra's moving into World 4 now. As he gets some message about Mega Man and all about that base. Sorry, Treble. No, the enemy there is supposed to be a Koopa. Red Shell Koopa. Macobra moves into World 4, which is going to be World 7. He's going to check out the pipe locations here. Oh, he gets past him, but unfortunately cannot get up the pipe. Macobra did the same thing. He jumped right over the Nibbler and then snuck right in the pipe. Demon did get past it once, but unfortunately a Fire Nipper was right at the top and got him. Yes, you must give him credit for persistence because he has not given up just yet. So whenever you see him getting near them, send him your energy. He could use it. Macobra's moving on to what is, I believe, 3-6. Again, we apologize for his drop frames. He warned us ahead of time for those. Easily finishes that level. Oh, unfortunately, still gets bitten by him. Cobra's now at the pyramid level. A lot of the enemies in the stage have not been changed due to the fact that in case you don't have a tail, you gotta still be able to beat the level, so. Unfortunately, Demon takes another death. Cobra's end card game shows up again, but he's going to just decide to go through the pipe here. Heading into 7-6, which looks like to be 6. Is it 6-5? Yes. He gets past him. Gets up the pipe. Here we go. Gonna be a little cautious here. There you go. He got past it. There's hope for DemonBattler. Oh, unfortunately, Macobra takes a death in 6-5. Got the backtrap 7-6 and repeat it. DemonBattler's going to take his time climbing up the stage just to be sure he doesn't have to play it again. Cobra uses it. Looked like he used a cloud to get through and play this next beat through the boom boom. DemonBattler using a good choice there by using the shell to defeat the Goomba. And he successfully gets through. Let's hear in chat for DemonBattler. That was not an easy stage. Macobra's moving into the first Piranha level. He's going to try and finish this one up fairly quickly. See what kind of item he gets here. Ooh, takes a death for DemonBattler, unfortunately. Good news is he doesn't have to play 7-1 again. Cobra's going to check out where these pipes are going. See where that leads him next. Brings him over to the island with 2. Ooh, unfortunately, DemonBattler takes another death due to the fire chomp. Macobra's going through a beta stage here, the waterfall stage as we call it. Fairly easy, there's no enemies, all you gotta do is just get right through it. DemonBattler takes another death, unfortunately, for 5-9 or 5-7 here. He's gonna keep going. Cobra does find the right stage, the right pipe for this, and it turns out the stage is going to be Atlantis. Not something you want to see. I believe he has a cloud, so he's going to use that to skip. Heading into the 7F2, which is 3F2. Not too bad. No, it's not the same seed. We roll the seeds literally 2 minutes before the race starts. And I'm going to apologize to DemonBattler. I am the one who rolled the seed. Not a very nice one. Demon's going to come in and take a item from the item box. Going to be a leaf. A very nice item to have. Cobra finishes off 3F2. Takes off an easy fight here against Boom Boom. DemonBattler heads into 8-1. Oh, and unfortunately takes another death. Cobra enters the Piranha level here. Fairly short compared to the first one. Gets a hammer, a very useful item there. Oh, unfortunately, DemonBattler does take another death and game overs. He will have to play 7-1, but he does have the leaf, so he can clip through the level now if he needs to. Alright, I'm not sure if he's aware of the clip. You can clip with the tail, but I don't think he's aware of that. Cobra takes on Ludwig. I think he might whip the Nibbler or just damage boost through him, but I think he's going to whip. There you go. Yes. Defeats it. Cobra finishes up World 4 now. It's going to be heading into World 5. We'll find out what that is shortly. Man walked into a bar. Ouch. Can thank Fred for that joke. DemonBattler did take a hit there. He's going to make his way up through 7-1, so I have a feeling after this rate he may be looking to learn that clip if he's aware it's there. Yeah, clip is harder with the tail, but it is possible. Oh no, it takes the hit from the shell. He's going to bring the shell with him. Ooh, dodges the Goomba, very good. Macobra enters what was World 2, is now World 5, and it has 7-2 here for a stage. With the tail, it's very easy to skip through. Let's see, he's going to be moving on to the sand level, which is going to be 3-2. Looked like he used a hammer there to break through the locks. Unfortunately, we were unable to see that due to the frame drops. He easily gets through that. DemonBattler's on 5-7 again. Took one death, but handling it pretty well right now. Heading into 7-4, which looks to be 4-2. Or 4-3. My mistake there. And Demon does get through 5-7. Looks like he's definitely going to go to that item house for sure. If he gets another tail, I would be surprised to not see him use it for 8-1. Try to fly over it. Gets a fire flower this time. That or he's preparing to do another if he's... Like I said, I don't think he's aware of the clip. Macobra's heading down to the pyramid level, which will be 3-1. Fairly short level, not too hard. DemonBattler's going to take this one up. Not a bad choice. Oh, he has another nuisance of an enemy. The Hotfoot. And Macobra gets through 3-1 without any issues there. DemonBattler's still working on 8-1. It's not exactly an easy stage. One of the longer stages, I believe, in the game. Gets through. Macobra handles the Hammer Brother, gets a music box. Probably one of the least used items in the randomizer due to the fact that, you know, you put to sleep the Hammer Brothers, but you usually want to keep them awake. DemonBattler's in a really tight spot here with the Fire Snake and the Fire Chomp here. He's going to use the Fire Chomp to get over him. Nicely done. Got to use that music note jump. That's going to be pretty tough. Macobra finishes up what was the airship for 4. Unfortunately, at the drop frames, it's a little difficult to see how many hits that was. DemonBattler does take a death, unfortunately, with that jump. It's one of the harder jumps, I would say, in the game. Music notes are not easy to use. Oh, unfortunately, he runs a little too far and jumps to his death. World 6 is going to be World 4. Ooh, and he trips over the pipe there and falls to his death again for Demon. Macobra is entering what is a beta level for World 6. Pretty short, not too hard to navigate. It does have a little sneaky cheap cheap at the end there to try to take a hit if you fall in the water. And he finishes up that stage without any issues. Ooh, Demon takes another death, unfortunately. He's down to his last life. His goal here is at least beat this and beat the forks. If he does, he can skip 7-1. I won't have to worry about that. I think he's taking a second there to get a breather before he went in. Macobra easily gets through 2-2 and finishes up that one. DemonBattler working, gets rid of the fire chomp. Well done there. Waiting for those bolt bills to play nice. Finds his hidden coin block to get out of that little spot. Oh, and messes up the jump, unfortunately. Macobra is going through what looks to be another beta level here. I believe this is one for World 3, if not, it's for World 5. We're not... No, it's not a World 5 one. And Demon is going to go for the clip now. Kind of tricky if you're not sure what to aim for. Cobra's heading into the fortress, got the Tsuki suit, and it's going to be... It looks to be the Piranha Fort. Not particularly the racing group's favorite one. Demon does give up on the clip and just decides to run through the level with the fire suit. Cobra gets another star. Gonna run through this, make it look easy. Yeah, Paradox, I agree with you there. This is a nightmare scenario for the new runners, especially with that Nibbler there giving him that much trouble. I mean, it's something you don't want to see anybody go through, even our more experienced players. Macobra is one of our more experienced players, and he even struggled with it for a while, so... Heading into the Hammer Brother stage, just one big guy, easily runs into him, takes care of it, earns a star back, so he gets a freebie. And again, I apologize for Macobra dropping frames. He did warn us ahead of time before the race. Looks like Macobra is on what appears to be the tank stage. Fairly easy, not too hard, especially without the auto-scroller. As you can tell, most of the auto-scrollers in this game are not here. It has been removed in the randomizer. DemonBattler finishes up 7-1. Hopefully this is the last time he'll have to play it tonight. Cobra heads into the fight with the Hammer Brother. Gets a mushroom out of it. Not a bad item. Heading on into the coin ship. DemonBattler takes on 5-7 once again. Takes care of the fire chomp right away. Doesn't want to deal with him. Between him and the Nippers, it's not been a fun day for him. And Macobra easily takes care of both the Boomerang Brothers, gets a star out of it. Comes in dealing with two of the Fire Bros. They're not too easy to handle, but does take care of it without any problems. And gets a cloud out of it. Well done. DemonBattler beats both stages without dying. Let's give props to him for there. That is a really hard stage. And Macobra finds 7-5. Wondering if he's going to continue with the stage or take a death. I think he's just going to keep playing it. Yeah. Getting that shell is important, especially when you come down here. You can take care of the enemies without any issues. DemonBattler's trying to get the P speed up for flight, and he's going to... Oh, unfortunately takes a hit and does fall to his death. That is a rough death to take. And with the flight there he was able to skip what you had to go down and activate the coin blocks to get through there. DemonBattler does take another death here in 8-1, unfortunately. And Macobra finds Super Tanks, another auto-scroller that was removed from the game, but it makes it relatively fast to run through now without the auto-scroller. Off to fight Boom Boom here. Should be a quick, easy 3-hit fight for him. While DemonBattler does take another death. A lot of these enemies are just not playing nice with him today, and unfortunately, it's just a tough seed for him. Overall, the seed is not terribly difficult once he gets past this little hump. Macobra moves into the World 6 airship, which is World 6. Got a Fred there. And after this, they'll be entering, well, the last world that should be World 6. Got a heavy Iggy here. Iggy's got one of the weirdest hitboxes. Sometimes it can randomly hit you for no reason. Luckily, Macobra handles that fairly easily with the Fire Brothers. DemonBattler is still working on 8-1 on his last life again. Let's hope he can get through it. So Macobra finished up World 6, going to get the letter from Peach and continue on. Oh, and unfortunately, he does take a death. Heading into World 6. Gonna check the pipe here, see where that loop takes him. You gotta give DemonBattler some props. This is a very hard level to get through. And I give him props for sticking to it. Unfortunately, Macobra does take a death. I'm not sure how. Look at that. DemonBattler is now a pro. He just got through that nipper with no problem and through the pipe. And dodges the fire nipper. Well done. And I believe Macobra's stream did disconnect for a moment and is coming back on. Switch the sound over to DemonBattler as he finishes up 8-1. Taking a little pacifist approach here and easily gets through. He's going to be a pro at 7-1 by the time this race is over. We are working to get Macobra's stream back up. Looks like it is. Looks like he is dealing with 1-5. As DemonBattler works his way through 5-7 again. Takes care of his little fire chomp there and continues on, beats the stage. Cobra's moving on here. Looks like he's going to take on 5-7 and put the Hammer Bros to sleep. Now moving through the blue pipe maze. Not exactly a fun level, but if you're quick at it, it's not too terrible. DemonBattler does take a Fire Flower here. Good item to have when it comes to trying to get that clip, but I don't know if he's saving it or if he's for 7-1 just in case, because I think he burnt his last his power up here on 8-1 trying to get through it. Oh, unfortunately takes a death to the Bullet Bill. Macobra's finishing up the blue pipe stage. Oh, unfortunately, Demon does fall into another pit. Oh, Macobra finds World 8 Fortress. I guess we could call this the Maze Fortress. Got all the doors. But if you're a speedrunner, it's generally pretty easy. Unfortunately, he does take a death there. Looks like he's going to put them back to sleep. Use a power up and head right back into AF. Ooh, and does take another death along with DemonBattler. They both take a death at the same time. This time Macobra uses a star to get himself through quite a bit of the hassle here, the disco waffles. DemonBattler is going to give his next attempt here. Does beat the bullet bill that time. Jumps underneath. Oh, unfortunately the fire jumps right there and gets him. Macobra is using a P-switch. If you get good enough speed, you can get through here and get through one cycle instead of having to use two, which he does. It's very hard, very good movement by him. Well done. And DemonBattler does take another death. Unfortunately, 8-1, 5-9, or 8-1, 5-7, and 7-1 are not his friends. And it looks like Macobra's finding a beta stage here. There are 8 stages altogether that are in this game when Fred was making the randomizer that were unfinished levels, but he made it so that you can beat them, so that's why they were put into this randomizer. It looks like the Nipper's up to his old antics again. Macobra takes the top route and chooses 6-9, which is unfortunately 5-9, so he's just going to take a death here and take the bottom approach here. Take on 6-10. Oh, nope, he's going to cloud instead. Heading to the fortress, which is the Air Force. Another autoscroller that has a autoscroller removed. Air Force is the fastest autoscroller in the game, in the vanilla version. Luckily, Macobra can handle the platforming not too bad here. DemonBattler is making his way up. Did get rid of both Nippers, it looks like, so he did take a hit, but with the mushroom he should be secure for the rest of the way. As Macobra finishes up the Air Force and should move on to the World 7 airship. Which I believe should be, yep, the World 3 airship. Fight Ludwig at the end. Should be fairly easy. It's going to be on a flat surface, but just depending if Ludwig's going to bring earthquakes and he's going to be a 5-hitter. And Demon does make it through 7-1. Cobra does finishes up the airship, moving into the Dark World. We'll be at the last segment of this race. Oh, unfortunately, Demon does take a death there. King sitting there saying he wants his Super Mario Bros. No baby back ribs. Oh, unfortunately, Demon takes another death here. And it looks like Macobra's got 7, I believe it's either 7-7 or 7-8, where you needed the stars to get through the little plant stage here. Looks like he finishes that up without any issues as Demon works his way through 5-9. He does have 0 lives, so I think his goal here is at least beat it and get the item house. Oh, unfortunately the fire chomp does get him, so unfortunately he will have to have a game over again. Looks like Cobra's going through what is 6F3, or the carpet fort as we like to call it, with the booze. Got some pretty good movement through here. Dealing with 2 boos and a hot foot, waiting for the elevator to raise up. Ooh, and the Nipper does take revenge on DemonBattler. So now Macobra's going to check the pipe here in the Dark World, see where this leads him. First level is going to be a hand stage, which is the Hammer Brother level. We see a nice assortment of Hammer Bros. Looks like he's looking for the power-up, which is unfortunately a 1-up. He's got 2 more to get through. Does finish it and gets a Fire Flower, which is a pretty good item to get for this stage of the game. If he were to lose his hammer suits against Bowser. Looks like we got 4, I believe this is 4, 5, 4, 6. I think it's 4, 5 actually. With the homing bullet bills, so if they go past you, they turn around and try to get you. But it's a pretty easy stage, so he gets right through it. Meanwhile, DemonBattler does get past his little arch rival there, moving his way on up. Guys, please make sure to give Macobra and DemonBattler a follow. Especially DemonBattler, he's putting up quite a show, even though this is not the way he wanted this race to go for sure. That Nipper sure had his number. And he does get through 7-1. Looks like Macobra's going through 4F2. Not a terribly tough stage. Got a few donut blocks, a couple ghosts, and some firefoots, but easily gets through it and handles Boom Boom with 5 balls. DemonBattler's working his way through 5-7 here. Should be done in just a moment. Takes care of his Fire Chomp enemy there. Macobra finds a lock in front of his pipes. Unfortunately, he is going to have to back up. He's going to check another one here, see where this one takes him. And he does find the final 2 stages. It's going to be 6F2. With the stars, not too bad, making it a little easy work of these thwomps. Not too much of an enemy. DemonBattler did take a death, though, unfortunately, in 5-7. And he will be finishing up the stage here. Yeah, again, we apologize for Macobra. He is dropping a lot of frames. And he did warn us ahead of time. He is going to put on the hammer suit and move on into Bowser's Fortress. DemonBattler is on 8-1 again. Not a stage he's particularly favored of. Macobra is dropping more frames, unfortunately. And unfortunately, DemonBattler does take another death. And from what we can tell here, looks like Macobra will finish with an SRL time of 48-43. DemonBattler does take the forfeit, which I can't blame him one bit. This is a extremely tough race. Unfortunately, this is nothing far from easy, especially for a beginner like himself. These guys looks like they might be taking a break here to give themselves a breather. So people, just hang in there and we'll be right back with you. All right, they are getting prepared for their second race here. This will be the Turning Flags 2. The big difference between the Turning Flags 1 and 2 is going to be that instead of just the maps being in vanilla locations, they are going to be in a brand, they're going to be jumbled up. So if they were say to start in World 3 again, that pipe may not be there. It may be 3 levels, or maybe 3 pipes to start out. The fortresses, the locks, bridges, they're all going to be in different locations. So hang in there, guys. They are getting set up, and we will be with you shortly.